Good evening, and thank you for being with us this evening. I am calling to order this virtual council meeting of Monday, August 14th, 2023 To order, Mr. Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Councilman Clark. Councilman Gale.
Here.
Councilwoman Hercules.
Present.
Councilman Hernandez.
Here.
Councilman LeBron. Councilman Mitchum.
Here.
Councilwoman Rosado.
Present.
Councilwoman Rossetti.
Here.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Here.
You have a quorum, Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. And now, Mr. Clerk, could you please lead us on to the Pledge of Allegiance? Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Assistant Majority Leader Rossetti, you have the floor.
Thank you, Council President. I make a motion to approve the minutes of, wait a minute, bear with me, July 10th, 2023.
Second.
A motion has been made and properly second to approve the minutes of July 10th. Are there any discussions, any comments? There being none, Mr. Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Councilman Clark. Councilman Gale.
Yes.
Councilwoman Hercules.
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez.
Yes.
Councilman LeBron. Councilman Mitchum.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosado.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Assistant Majority Leader Rossetti, you have the floor.
Thank you, Council President. I make a motion to place the following items on consent. Item 3.2, resolution authorizing the city's expenditure of $1,828,656 in local capital improvement program low SIP funds from the state of Connecticut Office of Policy and Management. Item 3.8, resolution for consideration by the Court of Common Council that we authorize the city to accept a $500 donation from the Voices of the Women of Color and a $1,000 donation from Project Longevity in support of the 2023 National Night Out celebrations at Keeney Park and Goodwin Park. 3.9, resolution transferring $100,018,540 from sundry non-operating department expenditures in fiscal year 2024 to the Registrar of Voters Office. 3.10, resolution to accept a federal 2021 Justice Assistance Grant of $190,508 from the United States Department of Justice. 3.11, resolution to accept a federal 2022 Justice Assistant Grant of $199,941 from the United States Department of Justice. 3.12, memorandum of agreement between the City of Hartford and the Hartford Municipal Employees Association, HMEA, amending the compensation rates for the classifications of Inspector 2, the new sealer of weights and measures / Inspector 2, and the Chief of Building and Trades. 3.13, resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a tax fixing agreement, purchase and sales agreement, development agreement, and ground lease for property located at 17 Bartholomew Avenue. 4.1, resolution to memorialize the minimal use of pesticides on city property, reflecting a comprehensive pesticide policy for use across city departments. Favorable recommendation, seconded by Councilman Hernandez. 4.2, resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a certain tax fixing agreement for the redevelopment of 275 Windsor Street, also known as the former Rensselaer Graduate Center. Favorable recommendation, seconded by Councilman Hernandez. 4.3, resolution authorizing the City of Hartford to enter into a 10-year tax abatement agreement with 410 Asylum Street LLC and the Contour Holding One LLC to support the 70 units of rental housing located at 410 Asylum Street, known as the Hollander. For favorable recommendation, seconded by Councilman Hernandez. Resolution 4.4, authorizing the city of Hartford to enter into a 15-year tax abatement agreement with Dillon 41-45 Place Apartment Homes LLC, Dillon Place, to support affordable rental housing located at 5484 Hendrickson Avenue. 4.5 resolution authorizing the transfer to suspend the book of $1,386,478.42 in outstanding delinquent property taxes for the tax bills that the tax collector has certified unlikely to be collected. 6.1 ordinance authorizing the mayor to expend any unspent funds from the city council's technical and professional services account for the purpose of conducting such an outreach initiative with particular focus on reaching families and children who speak Spanish as a primary language. 6.3, the state of Connecticut has enacted a public act number 23-16, enabling municipalities to utilize automated traffic enforcement safety devices known as red light cameras. 6.4, ordinance, the city of Hartford hereby requests the congregation Beth Israel, property owner of the Zion Hill Cemetery and the Deborah Chapel, reconsider its decision to demolish the chapel and partner with the city of Hartford and other stakeholders to save the property and envision a new use for this historic treasure and monument. 6.6, the city is hereby authorized to apply for and accept a grant of $10,500 for the city archives project through the town clerk office, which historic documents and records dating back to the 17th century.
Second.
A motion has been made and properly second. On the consent items, are there any discussions, any questions?
Madam President,
Yes,
the 6.1 is a replacement, and it is a resolution, not an ordinance.
I'm sorry, did she say ordinance?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's what I was given.
Okay, yes,
so-
that was a typographical error, but
Should
yes,
I,
please.
Council President, should I read it again?
Yes, please, for the record.
So 6.1, resolution authorizing the mayor to expend any unspent funds from the city council's technical and professional services account for the purposes of conducting such an outreach initiative with a particular focus on reaching families and children who speak Spanish as a primary language.
Thank you. And I believe the motion was second after the clarification by Councilwoman Surgeon.
Sure, and it's the replacement one.
Yes. Are there any other questions, comments, discussions? There being none, Mr. Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Councilman Clark.
Yeah.
Councilman Gale.
Yes.
Councilwoman Hercules.
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez.
Yes.
Councilman LeBron.
Yes.
Councilman Mitchum.
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosado.
Yes,
Councilwoman Rossetti.
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Motion passed.
thank you, Mr. Clerk. Assistant Majority Rossetti, you have the floor.
Thank you, Council President. I make a motion to refer the following items. 3.1, Mayor Brown with accompanying resolution confirming the appointment of Princess Hyatt to the Commission on Refugee and Immigrant Rights to Health and Human Services. 3.6, Mayor Brown with an accompanying resolution confirming the appointment of Ray Da Rosa to the Commission on Refugee and Immigrant Affairs, Health and Human Services. 3.7, Mayor Browning with accompanying resolution to accept an ARPA grant of $812,240 from the state of Connecticut for DPH to Health and Human Services. 6.5, Councilman Mitchum, Councilwoman Hercules, Council President Rosado, Councilwoman Surgeon, resolution for health and safety of the Hartford Nail Salon employees and patrons to Health and Human Services. 5.1, Ordinance, Councilman John Gale, Council President Melly Rosado, an ordinance amending Chapter 17, Article 1 of the Municipal Code of Hartford to provide information on the safe storage of firearms in Hartford. A public hearing on Monday, August 21st, 2023 at 7 p.m. to Quality of Life and Public Safety. 5.2, Council President Melly Rosado, Councilman John Gale, Councilman Milcar Hernandez, Councilman Nick LeBron, an ordinance amending Chapter 1, Article 2 of the Municipal Code of Hartford to provide information on reports of loss or theft of firearms. Public hearing Monday, August 21st, 2023 at 7 p.m. The Quality of Life and Public Safety Committee. 3.3, Mayor Bronin with accompanying resolution confirming the appointment of Kevin Malizia to the Golf Course Oversight Commission, Public Works, Parks, Recreation, and the Environment Committee. 3.4, Mayor Bronin with an accompanying resolution to approve a tentative agreement between the City of Hartford and the Municipal Lawyers Association, the Labor, Education, Workforce, and Youth Committee. 3.5, Mayor Bronin with accompanying resolution authorizing the placement of an AIDS memorial at the Columbus Green located between Lafayette Street and Washington Street, the Committee of the Whole. 5.3, Councilman Mitchum, Councilwoman Hercules, Council President Rosado, an ordinance amending Chapter 2, Article 7, V227.
Yep.
Division 2, Section 2-502 of the Municipal Code of Hartford to establish yearly mayoral hearings on the proposed city budget. Public hearing Monday, August 21st, 2023 at 7 p.m. Operations Management, Budget, and Government Accountability Committee. And 6.2, replacement Council President Rosado, Councilman John Gale, Councilman Amilcar Hernandez, Councilman Nick LeBron, Assistant Majority Leader Marilyn Rossetti, resolution requesting Hartford Park Authority to provide procedures for ticketing residents in the city of Hartford, the Operations Management, Budget, and Government Accountability Committee.
Second.
Motion has been made and properly second. Are there any discussions, any comments? There being none, Mr. Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Councilman Clark, Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilwoman Hercules, Councilwoman Hercules, Councilman yes, I got you. Councilman Hernandez,
Yes.
Councilman LeBron,
Yes.
Councilman Mitchum,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosado,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti,
Yes.
Councilwoman Surgeon.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. That will conclude our business for this evening. I do want to remind our viewers that council is on what we call a summer schedule, and based on our council rules, we only have one meeting in July and August. So this will be the only council meeting we'll have in August. Our next council meeting will be on Monday, September 11th, and it will be a hybrid meeting, which means that some of us will be on the screen virtually and some of us will be on the council dais. So with that said, everyone, please have a safe summer. Thank you and good night. This meeting is adjourned.
Night.
Good night.